Welcome to Exercise for Beginners, where I teach you how to get started if you've never started before. On today's agenda, we have core exercises, part 4. All right, the best part about core work is all you need is yourself. So you're going to go ahead and lie on the ground, and we're going to start with a leg lower. So for a leg lower, you're going to place your hands underneath the small of your back, kind of where your low back meets your butt. You're going to place your hands here, legs straight up in the air. So this position helps keep your hips pelvically tilted posteriorly. So that means nice flat back, basically. And when you go down, it makes it easier to hold that position, right? So you're going to go down, up, down, up. So if this is difficult for you to get all the way to the floor, you can always shorten your range as far as you can while keeping it in control, or you can bend your knees a little bit. Whatever works. For our purposes right now, we're going to go all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. I would actually go a little bit further, but my core is tired today. All right. From here, okay, from here, you're going to stay on your back. You can keep your hands underneath your butt, and we're going to do a reverse crunch. So you're going to start lying flat, but you want to pelvically tilt backwards. So again, if you want to keep your hands here, that's totally fine. That'll give you a slight bend in your knees in order to do that. So you're going to come up and back down. Tap the heels. Up and back down. Knees to face. Up, back down. So this is a reverse crunch. Might hit your lower abdomen a little bit more, your mid-abdomen. Alright, from here, you can either do these freely or stick your feet underneath the couch. And we're going to do a tried and true, a standard in fitness, just a sit-up. Very easy. Now, you want to make sure when you sit back, you don't flop back, right? You see that curve in the low back here? Stay propped up a little bit. Just a little tap of the low back, come back down. If you can do these without needing the foot support, don't use the foot support. You've graduated. Congratulations. The next one we're going to do, I like to call a Starfish Sit Up. So most people like how it starts. You're just going to lay flat on the ground. And nice and easy, you're going to bring, like, let's say your right hand to your opposite foot or your opposite knee. Like so. And alternate. Just keep going back and forth. Same thing. Try to keep that lower back against the floor. So if that means you kind of have to keep your shoulders lifted up the whole time, then do that. You don't want to curve your lower back or let it arch and then jerk it up, right? That's gonna it's gonna be too aggressive on the low back. You don't want to do that. The whole objective is to keep a nice neutral spine, right? That's what helps you in all the heavier lifting exercises later on. So this is where you practice that control of the lower back, right? You practice it here, you perfect it here. You take that methodology with you to bigger lifting later. Okay, last and certainly not least is a bear hold. Bears or planks are great places to start for the sake of stabilization. So you're going to be on all fours. You want to make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders, hips are over your knees, toes into the ground. You're going to press up and you're just going to hold. You're going to hang out here for about 30 to 60 seconds. And your knees should just be hovering a few inches, 2, maybe 3. I think mine are only one honestly, above the ground. And that's it. You're going to hang out here. It is a core exercise, although you can feel it in your quads and hips a little bit just from the position. All right. That is all. All right, that is all for exercise for beginners today. Subscribe to my channel if you kind of want to know where to start if you've never started before. I try to post new content every week.